Next up on WTV, a look into the FFA Organization, a buzzy yet waxy business venture, and this week's edition of Real Talk. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Hog Nation. Today is Friday, February 2nd, and I'm Karina Grokhovskaya, today's Daily Update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. With all the different clubs and organizations on campus, there is one organization that dives into the life of a farmer. Joining us from the FFA Agricultural Barn of Frisco ISD is WTV's Joaquin Perez.
Hey Karina, I'm here at the FFA Agricultural Barn to get an inside look at how all the animals here are taken care of. Students can choose to raise various kinds of animals from sheep, goats, pigs, and even cattle. Although this barn is for all FISD students, some are from Liberty. The barn is for all FISD students in agriculture education classes, and there are several Red Hawks keeping their animals here. Junior Haley Johnson has been raising her goat Esteban since July of 2023 and is preparing for her contest next week. Although all of the other students on campus are raising a pig, Johnson wanted a different experience.
So one of the reasons I decided to raise an animal was because most of the members in my chapter were already raising an animal, and I wanted to experience that too. I got a goat because all of the other members in our chapter had pigs, and I thought that getting a goat would be a more different and unique experience. And I just also generally like goats more than pigs. In my opinion, I think they're cleaner than the pigs, so that's why I got the goat.
According to the city, just 16% of land in Frisco remains undeveloped, with Brinkman Ranch one of the largest chunks of undeveloped land. With so little farm and ranch left in Frisco, senior Lila Elizondo wanted to add a farm component to her city life.
I decided to show a pig because I thought it was a fun opportunity for me to do and just something new to try, especially living in Frisco where we're in a more urban area. I think this barn is important because it allows students to still be involved in agriculture while also living in Frisco where it's a more city area.
But the animals being raised and cared for by FFA students aren't pets. The last showing is the last time students are with their animals.
At the end of the day, it's sad giving up my animal, but I know the only reason I'm raising it is so that it can be processed and used for other reasons.
It's all part of what the Future Farmers of America is all about, according to FFA sponsor Brittany Avian.
With any livestock project, it's important to remember the circle of life, and everything on this earth has a purpose. My purpose, I feel, is to be a teacher, and our pig's purpose is to be food for nourishment for our bodies. And so we strive to make sure that all of the students prepare these animals as best they can, treat them as well as they can, and make the best product to go on the plate.
Reporting from the Livestock Agricultural Barn, this is Joaquin Perez for Wingspan TV.
Thank you, Joaquin. As we just saw, one of the big components of FFA is livestock. For junior Michaela Turnage, this means raising a pig for the last few months. This week's My Life As takes a look into the life of FFA swine exhibitor.
So I get to the barn at 7:30 every morning, and then the first thing I do is usually feed him, which involves just a few steps of just getting his feed together in a bucket and then putting water in it and then putting it in his feeder, and then I put it all in his pen. And then while I'm waiting for him to eat, I go ahead and do my weekly chore, which this week it was sweeping the left aisle. And then usually after about 30 minutes or so, I pull his feeder, and then I go to school. And then right after school, I went with my friend Joaquin to Partners to go pick up some bags of shavings. And then Joaquin helped me bring the shavings inside, and then Joaquin helped me bring the shavings inside the barn. So I just put them in my tack pen so I can clean his pen out later. Since there was Red Hog Rally tonight, I got to the barn around 7 or 8. And when I got to the barn, I went ahead and fed him and then swept the floors again just to make sure everything's clean. After he was finished eating, I went ahead and put him in another pen because his pen was really dirty today. So I just decided to do a whole cleaning of it and getting out all the dirty shavings, taking the wheelbarrow out, and then putting the new bags of shavings that I bought earlier today in his pen. Since I went ahead and cleaned his pen, I just decided to wash him, and then I go ahead and spray and condition him, which is just like a leave-in conditioner for him. And then after that, I usually just go check and make sure that his pen's all closed and that everything looks right. And then after that, at around like 8, 9, I go home.
Raising and selling livestock is a big part of what FFA is about, but these students aren't the only ones on campus creating a buzz. Many people see Jason Harris as stern, but outside of school, he owns a business that is very important to him. Located in northwest Mississippi, Harris owns a farm that he rents out as a bed and breakfast. Going to Mississippi at least twice a month, Harris is always looking for different ways to make the farm stay more enjoyable for his guests.
There's a lot that goes into the agritourism business, but your center thing is to have somewhere for people to stay if they want to stay over in a farmhouse, and then within that you also have different agritourism activities, outdoor activities, horseback riding, that sort of thing for them to go out and enjoy while they're there.
A few years ago, Harris decided to do more of the farm and connect it to his military service.
So the whole concept started probably in 2019. I was wanting to do something with the farm, and having served in the military, I wanted to create a environment for military veterans and their families to come and to just reconnect with themselves, and also just be able to relax, and as I say, just to find serenity to the soul.
Part of the environment Harris is creating on the farm creates quite a buzz, literally.
So you create this environment for people to come out and to enjoy nature, and so one of the things that we have are the honeybees. The honeybees, we have about 36, 37 honeybee hives. We do extract the honey once a year. After we do that, we do sell the honey, and again, a certain percentage of those proceeds goes back to a non-profit military organization.
It's an endeavor that is close to his heart, but it's a different story for his sophomore daughter, Jaden.
To scream, probably. He would laugh at me, and I don't know. I don't even know what he would do. He'd probably just think it's a fly or something.
Although the buzzing of the bees may send Jaden scurrying away, the farm has proven to be therapeutic for his family.
Because I served in the military, and then also my brother served in the military. He actually has a lot of struggles with PTSD, and so just seeing what he went through, and then him also stayed probably about 3 years out at the farm, and in his own words, he said it really helped him reconnect with life and have a reason to want to live and strive to be a better father, to be a better friend, and just to enjoy life from day to day.
Harris would possibly be in Mississippi full-time if he had his way, but his daughter had other thoughts.
He's asked me if I would be willing to move my sophomore year to go so he could go full-time and do that, but I said I wanted to stay here. So I think he's just really invested in going and doing that full-time.
Yes, so my goal is to do this full-time after I retire from education. I'm hoping at some point in time that I have enough revenue coming in where the agritourism activities and just the farm stay in general can be provided to military veterans and their families for free.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Karina Grokhovskaya. For most people, agriculture is nothing more than the food we find and buy in a grocery store or at a restaurant. But in AP Human Geography, it's a defining characteristic of culture. WTV's Mari Vanacore explains.
Students are currently studying agriculture and the basis of the agricultural revolution and its impact on the world. It is not a topic that necessarily screams excitement, but teachers Andrew Lamas is finding it to be interesting.
So Unit 5 in AP Human Geography is over agriculture and how that impacts our lives every day. I think it's pretty interesting. This is my first year teaching AP Human, and so I was actually kind of dreading the agriculture unit, but it seems like a lot of the stuff we've taught so far has been really interesting.
Getting a better understanding of the importance of the agriculture on human geography is helpful for freshman Ali Gonzalez.
I think Unit 5 has been really beneficial because we get to learn about all the revolutions and how we as the human people have came to be, and we also get to learn about food and farming and how we could survive if anything happened, and I think it's just beneficial overall.
Reporting for WTV, I am Mari Vanacore.
Frisco is a growing suburb of more than 200,000 people, but whether it's Brickman Ranch or areas just outside of Frisco, the country life isn't too far away. In this week's edition of Real Talk, WT's Natalia Soto asked students where they would prefer to live.
Hey there, Redhawks, it's Natalia Soto with another edition of Real Talk, and today I'm going to be asking the students about the environment. Do you prefer the city or the country?
The country.
Definitely the city. Always grown up here, and I think it's better.
Do you prefer the mountains or the beach?
The beach.
Why?
Because the water's just so nice and pretty, and you can get tan and like play beach volleyball and all that stuff.
The mountains for sure, because the beaches, you can't ski there.
Would you rather hike around the country or walk in the city?
Probably walk in the city, because I haven't like been to a big city like that before.
Walk in the city, hiking around the country sounds like a lot of work.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Natalia Soto.
Moving away from agriculture and farming, WTV's Luke Bishop gives you a look into the latest in Red Hawk athletics.
The boys basketball team is looking to get back in the winning track tonight after a tough loss to Heritage Tuesday night. Sophomore Toshiro Matani believes scoring more in the fourth quarter is a key part to winning games.
You know, like when it gets down to like the fourth quarter and it's a close game, you know, we got to like stay mentally focused, and like we can't have those like simple mistakes happen.
Staying on the court, the girls will take on 4th place Walnut Grove tonight at 5:45 at the Nest. Boys soccer looks to get into the win column as they take on Independence tonight at 7 o'clock at the Nest, with the girls playing at Independence at 5:30. Reporting for WTV, I'm Luke Bishop.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. Attention all sophomores and juniors. Are you interested in applying for Independent Study and Mentorship Program for next year? Scan the QR code and apply before the February 9th deadline. Email bensonc@friscoisd.org with any questions. Key Club is selling carnations for $1 each to raise funds for charity. To purchase carnations, fill out the order form at bit.ly/carnations2024, and we'll deliver them on Valentine's Day. We will be collecting funds in the cafeteria during advisory until Tuesday, February 6th, so make sure to place your orders. Now is the time to enroll for Liberty's dance class. Meet your counselor about joining the class for the 2024-2025 year. Dance class offers field trips to university, performance opportunities on campus, and graduating with National Honor Society for Dance Arts Honors. Questions? Find Miss Nody or Miss Moody in the dance studio. Finance Club and students for IHL are holding a meeting in Mr. Matalich's room H105 on Friday, February 9th during advisory. You will earn 1 volunteer hour by attending the meeting and more hours by participating in volunteer activities throughout the meeting. Snacks will be provided. Join the Remind at LHS Finna and at Students for I. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Karina for Wingspan TV.